everybody, it's Mr Muddle the Magician here, and I'm at the Shore House Virtual Summer Fair. It may not be the real thing, but it's full of lots of fun, and I hope you enjoy my magic and balloon twisting. I'm all ready and raring to go, and oh no, my magic box. I put it down there and it's in the way, and that's where I do all my magic, so I better move it. So I'll just pick it up and move it over there. Oh dear, it's very, very heavy. Sometimes this magic box plays games with me, but I am very, very strong and I've got very, very big muscles in my arms. So I'm going to use all my power, and you've got to help me. In a moment we're going to count to 3, and after you've counted to 3, I'm going to pick the box up and take it over there. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's no good. It's far too heavy for me. But I'm a very good magician, so with your help we can do a magic spell and see if we can make the magic box move. Shall we do that? Will you help me? Okay then, so what we're going to do, I'm going to use my trusty magic wand, and after 3, count with me. We're going to say the abracadabra word, and we're going to see if we can make the magic box move. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh no, what's happened now? Oh, my magic wand's gone all wobbly. How can we do any magic with that? If we do magic with that, someone could get hurt. Ow. Ooh. Oh. It's just as well I've got a replacement wand, so I'll just put that one away and fix it later. This one is a very, very strong and powerful magic wand. So what we've got to do again, we've got to count to 3. You do that with me, and then we'll say the very powerful magic word, which is abracadabra. Shall we have a practice? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Better late than never. Now, right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Make the magic box move. Oh, boys and girls and mums and dads, the magic box is moving. Oh, keep saying abracadabra, 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 abracadabra. Oh, well done. We made the magic box move off the stage with our trusty magic wand and our powerful magic spell. And now, because it's such a beautiful day, shall we try and make the magic show move outside? Let's see if we can. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus. Wow, that was an amazing magic spell. 1 minute I'm indoors, and the next minute I'm outside in the gardens of Mr Muddles' Magic Palace. Now, boys and girls, would you like to see some magic now? Fantastic. What we're going to do, I'm going to tell you a story about a pirate who sailed the Southern Ocean. It's a very cold place, the Southern Ocean, in places. And this is the pirate ship that the pirate sailed the Southern Ocean on. It's a big pirate's galleon. It's got a Jolly Roger flag, which is the flag of a pirate. And it was sailed by a pirate called Pegleg Pete. He's a very good friend of mine. Would you like to meet him? Right, I'm going to open up the ship, and here is Pegleg Pete. Now you might ask why he's called Pegleg Pete. I'm just going to take him out, and that should be quite obvious. So I'm just going to put him back. I'm going to put the galleon back over here safely, and I'm going to tell you about Pegleg Pete. He's got a peg leg, unfortunately, but he is a pirate because he's got a big black eye patch. And Pegleg Pete has 2 brothers. One brother is called Jolly Jim. This is Jolly Jim. And he looks very, very similar to Pegleg Pete. And Jolly Jim and Pegleg Pete have another brother called Jolly Roger. And this is Jolly Roger. And he looks very much like Pegleg Pete and Jolly Jim. In fact, They are all brothers, and they were all born on the same day, and they're triplets, and they are identical. They wear the same trousers, the same waistcoat, the same coat, the same eye patch, and the same bandana. Now, pirates, they sail the oceans, and they board other ships, and they take gold and jewellery, and pearls and necklaces, and they make up something called treasure. And this is Pegleg Pete's treasure chest with all these beautiful pieces of treasure in it. Now, as you know, they like to bury their treasure, but until they've buried it, it's very, very likely that someone will come and steal it. So Pegleg Pete, Jolly Jim and Jolly Roger have to look after the treasure. So at all times, 2 of the pirates have to stay awake, but one of them, Pegleg Pete, is going to go and take a break. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put the treasure up there with the other 2 pirates. And we've just got to account for the wind because it's a bit windy today. And we're going to take Pegleg Pete and we're going to put him into the pirate ship. So he's going to go and have a sleep. So we'll put that back up there and hopefully the wind won't take it away again. And then Jolly Jim and Jolly Roger can both look after the treasure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the treasure, because this is where it gets a bit sneaky, and you're going to have to help me, because we're going to take the treasure here like this, and we're going to turn the treasure around like this. So we've turned the treasure around, and now we've got Jolly Jim and Jolly Roger and the treasure. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn one of the other pirates around. So we have the treasure, one of the pirates, and the other pirate. Now you've got to watch very, very carefully. You've got to try and keep track of the treasure. That's right. So I'm going to take the treasure, I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm going to take the pirate and put it there. And then I'm going to take the other pirate who's not facing us and put it there. And then I'm going to take the other one and put it in there. So have you been watching them carefully? Now, which one do you think is the treasure? It's not this one, is it? Because that is the pirate. So do you think the treasure is this one? Or is it this one? Do you think it's this one? Ah, you've been watching carefully. It is this one, isn't it? You were watching very, very carefully. I could see you were. Oh no, this must be the treasure, mustn't it? Oh dear, I tell you what, we'll have another go at that because you weren't watching quite as carefully as you should be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of the pirates away and I'm going to put it up there like that. So I now have, my galleon's gone, but we'll pick it up later. We now have the treasure and the pirate. I'm going to turn this around again. So we've got the pirate here and the treasure here. So watch carefully. I'm going to put the pirate across there and the treasure across there and the pirate across there and the treasure across there and the pirate across there. So where do we think the treasure is? Do you think it's here? Or do you think it's here? Do you think it's here? You think it's here. Shall we have a look? I'm sure you're right, because I think you were watching carefully that time. So just turn that around. Oh no! Oh, well, it must be here. So we're going to do this one more time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the treasure there for a moment, and I'm going to pick my galleon up, because it's really important to have my galleon. There we are. So we're going to have my galleon and put my galleon there. There we are. And hopefully the wind will behave itself. So now we have the treasure. We have Pegleg Pete in there, Jolly Jim and Jolly Roger over here, and we've got the treasure here. So now what I want you to do is to watch really, really carefully. It's quite a bit easier this time. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. Like that. Right. Now, where is the treasure? You think it's here? Well, you must be right, because the two pirates were watching it really, really carefully, and they've... Oh no! What's happened? This must be Pegleg Pete, Jolly Jim, and Jolly Roger. Oh no! Boys and girls, we've lost the treasure. Where's the treasure gone? If Pegleg Pete is here, I wonder if... Boys and girls, the treasure is here all the time. Pegleg Pete must be very magical, because he's magicked the treasure back into the galleon. I think we deserve to give Pegleg Pete, Jolly Jim and Jolly Roger a big round of applause, don't you, for being such magical pirates. And I'm going to put them away. Now, did I mention that they travelled the Southern Ocean? I think I did, didn't I? Now, the Southern Ocean is a very, very special place, because in the Antarctic, there's a very special bird that lives there, and it's a bird that I love to make a balloon model out of. So I'm going to do a little balloon twist for you. I'm going to put my balloons on, and this little bird, he does have wings, but they're only very little wings, and he has a very small tail, and he has quite a long beak, and he's actually a bird that doesn't fly. So I'm going to make you a penguin, which is one of my favourite balloon models. So here we go. There. And there is my favourite balloon model from the Southern Ocean, the Antarctic, the penguin. One of my favourite balloon models. He's great, isn't he? Really cute. Right, I'm going to put him away safely. And now I'm going to tell you another story. This is a very strange story. It was about a man that came up to me and he said, "How long is a piece of string?" And I thought, well, I don't know. How long is a piece of string? So I thought, I know. I'm going to get some pieces of string and I'm going to see how long they are. Oh, the problem is you can have string of any length, can't you? You can have a piece of string that's short like that, or a medium-sized piece of string, or a very long piece of string. So you can have string of any size, can't you? The thing is, he said to me, if you put all the ends of the string together like this, and he said if you blow on these three pieces of string, something strange happened. Well, nothing strange is happening, is it? Oh my goodness, look! We've now got three pieces of string that are the same length. Look at that! Got one piece of string, two pieces of string, three pieces of string. Well, that's very strange, isn't it? So these must be magical pieces of string. I tell you what, I'm going to take one of these pieces of string away, fold it up and put it into my bag. I'm just going to put it into my bag. And I'm left with two pieces of string that are about the same length. I tell you what we'll do. I think we'll tie them together. We'll tie a knot in them like that. So now I've got one nice long piece of string. Oh, with a knot in the middle. I don't really want the knot in the middle, do I? Oh dear. I tell you what we'll do. We'll wrap it around my hand like this. cover the knot up like that and blow on it. And with any luck, if the magic's working, we should... Look at that! We've got one piece of string and no knot. Do you know, I think I'd like a piece of string that's longer than that. I've got a piece that I put in here earlier, I think. Yes, in my bag, do you remember? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold onto that like that. Hold the two pieces together like that and pull them like that. Now I've got two nice long pieces of string, haven't I? But it would be nice to have one really long piece of string, wouldn't it? So shall I have one really long piece of string? I think I will. I'll do one really long piece of string. So what I'm going to do is just do one really long piece of string like that and blow on it and say abracadabra. Say abracadabra with me. Abracadabra. And then if the magic's worked, we should have one nice long piece of string. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that. So I guess the answer to the question, how long is a piece of string? It can be any length. It can be short, it can be medium, it can be long, or it can be a very, very long. So did you like that trick? Now the thing is, you may not know this, but Mr Muddle hasn't always been a magician. At one time, I used to have a very, very important job. I used to look after the traffic lights at the side of the road. And I was indeed a traffic light repairman. And I used to get a little bit muddled up with the colours. So if the traffic lights didn't work, Mr Muddle used to have to go and repair them. The thing is, I did get muddled up. And I used to forget what the colours meant. Do you know what the colours mean? Do you? So I tell you what, I'm going to shout the colour out and you've got to tell me what the colour means. Are you ready? Here we go. So, green. Oh, go. All right, I will. I thought you were enjoying my magic. Oh, did you mean green means go? Would you like me to stay and do some more magic? Fantastic. I was getting all upset there. I thought you wanted me to go. But green means go. That's it. I've got it. So green means go. Yellow or amber means a bit tricky. Get ready. That's right. And red means... Oh, you meant red means stop, not me stopping. I've got it. So green means go. Yellow or orange means get ready. And red means stop. Now, Mr Muddle used to repair the lights if they didn't work. So watch carefully. I used to take the top off the traffic lights. And what I used to have to do, I used to have to get the bulbs out. Now, these aren't really bulbs. These are the balls like the ones you get in the ball pit, but they are very magical. What I used to do, I used to take the balls out of the traffic lights. And I used to have to go to my van and get some new bulbs. So I'll just pretend to do that. That's it. There we are. I've got 3 new bulbs. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky because you've got to help me put them into the tube in the right order. So which one of these bulbs has to go in first? The green one. Okay, we'll put the green one in first. Then which one? The yellow one. Okay, yellow one next. And then it's got to be the red one, hasn't it? So we put the red one in next. Now, what Mr Muddle used to have to do, I didn't have a magic wand in those days because I wasn't a magician. I used to have a screwdriver. I used to screw it all back together like that and make sure that I'd done a good job. So we better have a look, hadn't we? Because if you're going to do a job, you should do it well. So I'm just going to have a look to make sure that we've got them in the right order. So we should have the green one at the bottom, the yellow one in the middle, and the red one at the top. So it's a good job, isn't it? Oh no, you're right. They've all got muddled up. Oh my goodness me, the red ones. Let's try that once again. Now watch me carefully this time. So we've got to put the top back on like this. Does the green one go in first? The green one goes in first. That's it. Then the yellow one in next. And then the red one in on top. Now you did watch me carefully this time, didn't you? So the only other thing I did, I used my screwdriver to screw it all back together. So shall we just check? Just make sure it's okay. But you did watch me carefully. So we should have the green one at the bottom, yellow in the middle, and the red one at the top. Oh, he's done it again, boys and girls. What am I going to do? Oh my goodness. One of these bulbs is causing problems. It's this red ball, because it should be at the top and it's at the bottom. So I'm going to take that red ball out and I am going to put it into the box with a clown's face on it. And to make sure that it can't escape, I'm going to cover it up with a piece of cloth, just like that. There we are, so it's safely in there. Now, we're going to put the green one in, and the yellow one. Where is the red one? Only put it there a moment ago. The red one's in here, and we've got the green and the yellow one here. Oh, I think I know what's been going wrong. This isn't a screwdriver, is it? It's a magic wand, and I've just tapped that and tapped that, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Shall we just check? So we should have the green and the yellow one here, and the red one over there in the box. Oh my goodness, what's happened? What is going on? Oh, that's very strange, because the red one was in here, wasn't it? Would you believe it? The red one has disappeared. Look. It is, it's back in the traffic light tube. We'll try it one more time. I don't know quite what's going wrong here, but anyway, I get so muddled up being Mr. Muddle. Right, so we're going to put that back on there. We'll try it one more time. Here we go. I'm sure we'll get it right this time. So we're going to put the green one in first, then the yellow one, the red one in on top. Don't tap it with the magic wand, because if you do, that's when the magic happens. I just did, didn't I? It's okay though, as long as I don't tap that one, because if I tap that one as well, if I tap both of them, oh no! It's okay though, because I haven't said abracadabra, have I? Oh dear. Shall we just check? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We should have the green one at the bottom. We should have the yellow one in the middle. And we should have the red one at the top. Fantastic! Oh! Oh no! Do you think it's back? Do you think it's back in the box? I think it might. Boys and girls, it is. Look, that red ball is back in the box. Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to put this magic wand down, because I think it's been causing all sorts of problems. And I think what we're going to do is put that back on there, put that back in there. You say the abracadabra word after 3. 1, 2, 3. A bit louder. 1, 2, 3. And we'll see if you can make these 3 balls come back to where they should be. We should have the green one at the bottom. We should have the yellow one in the middle. And we should have the red one at the top. Give yourselves a great big round of applause. Well done. In fact, you did so well. I'm going to give you a big round of applause as well. Fantastic. I think it's time for another balloon model, don't you? This is one of my favourites. It's really, really nice to make this one on a summer's day. And there we are. That's a beautiful summer flower for a beautiful summer's day. I think I'm going to put him down with a penguin now. So we're going to put him down under here with the penguin. And now I'm going to tell you all about 2 very good friends of mine. They live in these boxes. There's one box here. I'm just going to show you this one here. There's one box there. And the 2 little animals that live in here are rabbits. They've got long ears and furry tails, a little bobtail, and they're very magical rabbits. Would you like to meet them? Well, over here we have a black rabbit, and I'm just going to lift the top of the box up, and he is called Black because he's a black rabbit, and Black lives in the box with the black top hat. And over on the other side of my stage here, we have a white rabbit. There's the white rabbit. What do you think his name is? Have a guess. You think he's called White? Why would you think that? No, I called him Snow. Oh, I can see why you might think he's called White. But anyway, the white rabbit is called Snow and the black rabbit is called Black. Now these are very, very magical rabbits. And what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and get them to change places invisibly. We're going to try and get Snow to move to where Black is and Black to move to where Snow is. Are you ready then? We're going to use the abracadabra word. So you've got to say abracadabra every time I say 1, 2, 3. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Shall we see if they've changed places? I'll just have a look. Wow, Snow is here, and over here we have Black. Isn't that amazing? That's a fantastic magic trick, isn't it? Shall we see, make it even more difficult, shall we see if we can make them go back to where they were before we started? I think we should. Here we go then. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Shall we see if they've gone back to where they were before we started? Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, look, Snow is here, back where he was at the beginning. And over here we have Black. Isn't that a fantastic trick? Are you going to give me a big round of applause? Oh, wasn't a good trick. Why not? Oh, did you want to see them change place? You should have said. You didn't shout out loud enough. God, dear. So you want to see them change places. Okay, now watch really, really carefully, because magicians can be a bit sneaky. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to make Snow move over here to where Black is. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. So you're watching carefully. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. I think this time they might have changed places, and I'll show you. Here we go. So we should have, who should we have here? We should have Snow here. Isn't that fantastic? And over here we should have, if the magic has worked, we should have Black. Isn't that amazing? Fantastic. Sorry? No, it's a black rabbit. And oh, do you want to see the other side? Oh, you think there's a white rabbit on the other side, do you? Oh dear. Well, there isn't. There's a yellow rabbit. My goodness, this is strange, isn't it? But don't worry, boys and girls and mums and dads, because on the back of every white rabbit there is sure to be a black rabbit. My goodness, it's a red rabbit. I think these two magic rabbits deserve a very big cheer and a very big round of applause, don't you? Wow. Now before I go, because I've got to go, and I hope you're enjoying the summer fete, the summer fair rather, I should say, Shore House Summer Fair. Before I go, I'm going to make you another little balloon model. This is one of my favourites. He's only little, but he's very cute. It's a little fish whose design was made by Mr Muddles, a French balloon twister. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Mr Muddles' magic, and I hope you've enjoyed my balloon twisting as well, and I hope you've enjoyed the Shore House Virtual Summer Fair. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you at the real fair again next year. Bye.